All right, everybody. Welcome to Cooking with Vince Live. If you're new here, please like and subscribe to the channel. It would be highly appreciative. Today, we're making porcini mushroom raviolis with a truffle butter sauce, and I'm going to show you how to make it. Our ingredients are burrata cheese, parsley, fresh truffles, a dozen eggs, flour, butter, mushrooms, salt and pepper, porcini mushrooms. Okay, so our first step is to I'm just going to crack our eggs. We're actually doing a kilo of flour, which is basically 2 pounds in America here. And that would be 1,000 grams. And we're using 1 egg for every gram of flour. So we're doing 10 eggs. So we're just gonna start by cracking our eggs. And we're making a lot of raviolis, so hope everybody's hungry. And if you get a shell in your eggs, you could always fish it out later. Fish shell out with shell. And we're using the whole egg. We're not using any partial egg. We're not wasting any egg in our pasta. We're gonna come in with our eggs. And look at that, perfect. We're just gonna break up our eggs with our hands. Make sure you do this with clean hands, obviously. All right, so now that we've broke our egg up a good bit, we're going to start coming in with our flour, slowly but surely on all the sides here. And we're going to slowly start to work in our flour into our egg mixture on all the sides. And we don't want to lose any egg. Build up the wall there if we start to have any spillover. We've got our flour and our egg mixture here, and we're basically slowly building that up. I'm going to come in here like so. You want to try to be as neat as you can. Obviously, we're working with dough, so expect to get some on your clothes at some point. And just continue to mold our dough slowly but surely until we get to the consistency that we want. And obviously, I'm going to show you guys what the consistency should look like. Add a little flour or a little egg during the process. That's okay, as long as you don't add water. You want to be hesitant to add water, but as long as you add egg or you add flour, you're okay. And have some beer or wine of your choice. And we're just cleaning up our mess here. Okay, we're going to keep kneading and kneading and kneading.
And I'm Vincent's dad, and he's doing a good job.
Okay, so this is how our dough should look once it's kneaded. And since we're doing so much dough, you know, it's going to take a little while. So grab a bottle of wine, grab some beer, enjoy yourself, and we're gonna cover this up, put it in the fridge, and I'll show you what it looks like in 20-30 minutes. All right, and we're wrapping this up here. With a little olive oil, nothing crazy, just maybe a couple tablespoons. So this is a combination between some white mushrooms that are chopped up and porcini mushrooms. I'm actually going to put the exact measurements up in the description box, but it's a little over 400 grams, so just short of a pound of mushrooms here. And we're just going to come in there. Cooking our mushrooms here, and look, this isn't really like a crazy process. We're gonna mix it with the cheese. I'm gonna show you what the filling is gonna look like. Just break it up slightly. If you see any big mushrooms, just sort of break it up. And we don't want like big ginormous mushrooms here. Just big enough to fit in the raviolis. So if you see any big ones like this, just kind of chop it up, cut it up. It's good that we got some of the white mushrooms because we have a little extra texture in the raviolis when we're eating it, as opposed to just being sort of ground or mushed up. All right, now that our mushrooms are cooked, we're just going to put it back into our bowl here. We're going to make our filling. We have some Pecorino Romano cheese. We have a ton of Burrata cheese. We have our porcini mushrooms. We have our truffle here. And I got a little bit of the water from the Burrata cheese that basically preserves it. So the first thing that we're going to actually do is just come with just maybe a little bit of the water. Just nothing crazy, just a little bit. And then we're also going to come in with a good bit of our cheese. And we're actually going to come in with our mushrooms. We're going to mix, mix, mix. Until we get a good consistency, and then we're going to actually add our burrata or our truffle here. Nice creamy consistency. All right, we're continuing to mix our get our mixture in here with our spoon and our fork. All right, we're gonna get some pepper in there.
Some salt and
Just
pepper.
a little bit of salt, because remember, cheese is
I love salt.
cheese is already in there. And we're actually gonna come in with our fresh truffle. Now, you could make this with truffle oil, but I feel like the fresh truffle is going to add so much more that a truffle oil is not. I'm just grinding all this in here. This is our mixture here, and we're actually going to put it in the fridge. We're going to cool it off a bit, and I'll show you how the ravioli should be assembled. We got our flour here. It's been sitting in the fridge for a little while. And what we're actually gonna do, just so this dough doesn't get dry, we're gonna cut a piece of it like so, like this. We're gonna come in with a little bit of flour on our table here and spread it out. We're gonna put some on our machine here. We're going to cover the rest of this like so. Just going to cover that up there. And we're just going to start preparing a piece of ravioli. And we have it on the widest setting. We have it on the widest setting, so let me just see here. Okay.
Boy, that looks good.
All right.
Good job.
Come in like so. Again, we're going to come in with the same wide setting there. Feed it through a bit.
We're going to put it through again.
Okay. Come in next setting. Continuously adding flour. Doesn't get stuck.
How many times do you put this through?
I don't know there's like an exact formula, but once you could see your fingers through the dough, that's when you know it is done.
Okay.
This is about where I think we may have it here. See my fingers through the dough. Okay, so this is our first round of raviolis. Come at the bottom here. Good bit of our filling. Maybe 3. All right, that's our start. Then we want to come in and just flatten it out here. Come in with our beautiful ravioli shape.
Boy, we got everything, I'll tell you.
We got it all. Okay.
Taking pictures and whatever you need to.
Okay, that's our second one.
Those are 3 of them, they look nice.
All right, and our raviolis are done.
Look how nice they look. There's a little heart, a little circle, and thing. Very nice.
Oils, we want to put in our rock salt. Just put it like a tablespoon of rock salt. All right, so we're going to start off with a half a stick of butter to melt. And I know it's sounds like a lot of butter, but keep in mind we're making a lot of raviolis. So All right, so we're still melting our butter here. Once we melt our butter, we're gonna come in with 5 cloves of garlic. So we're doing about maybe a pound of raviolis here. So 1 clove of garlic for every 100 grams of pasta or ravioli. All right, so now we're gonna crush our garlic. Okay, so now we got all of our garlic into our butter. We're gonna let that, we're gonna crush that, we're gonna let that cook in there. So now we have our salt, pepper, and with our fresh truffle. And I'm having a little trouble here, okay. All right, so there's our truffle butter sauce. All right, so we're gonna cook our raviolis, and we're gonna cook them for about 90 seconds. Okay, so we'll say 4 o'clock. Just put a little parsley in, nothing crazy, just a little bit, and do our truffle butter sauce. All right, now that our raviolis are done, we're gonna come into our sauce here, our butter sauce. And we're on low here. Okay.
Looks good, Vincenzo.
All right, so we're cooking our delicious ravioli here, coating it in our sauce. Get some green in there. All right, and we're ready to serve these. Come in with another one here. All right. Okay, we're gonna come in with a little bit more truffle. We're gonna come in with a little cheese here. With a little bit of pecorino on the top there. And oh yeah.
Good job, Vincenzo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.